Thanks for tuning in to Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. Now, I know you've seen automotive wraps, but you haven't seen wraps quite like this. Now, this one's coming from Full Throttle Wraps. This is out of Newark, Delaware. And Dennis, how does Full Throttle, out of Delaware, go above and beyond?
Well, really, Dave, we put our heart and soul into every wrap that we do. We use the best materials that are available on the market, and we have super attention to detail on every project. We use name brands like 3M, Avery, Orful, just to name a few. Our installers are certified by 3M and Avery, Geek Wraps. I mean, we really made sure that we built a team that's putting the best material and the best product on every vehicle that we do.
We're clearly looking at something that's on the wild side, but you guys do at Full Throttle everything from mild to wild. What's more typical of what someone might come to you for?
Sure, so we do offer a wide range of products. Something as simple as PPF, paint protection film. A lot of people are starting to put that on their vehicles now. It's
the clear bra.
Yes, clear protective film. Typically something like that is a front end clip just to protect from rock chips and stuff like that. We also do ceramic coating and paint protection, which kind of falls in that same line to help protect your vehicle, ease of maintenance. But we also do full color changes. Full color change is typically what people think about when they think about wrapping. Let's say the only car out on the market was a yellow BMW that you really wanted that model, but they just didn't have the color you want. So now you want it black, or you want it green or purple. We can really get you anything that you want. Typically also with that, we'll do like commercial lettering and wraps for, let's say you have a fleet of 20 trucks, and you just want to get your name out there. And that's kind of on the mild side. Now, what we have here is definitely on the wild side.
Without a doubt.
So for this project, we worked with a guy named Glarb, who in our industry is one of the best designers. We're really good at what we do with designs. He is fantastic with it. So we have this super high detailed design that we worked with him on for the zombie apocalypse. Now, everything doesn't have to be this crazy. When you talk about wild, we can do something like color shift changing colors. We can do textured where we emboss a little bit. If you wanted a Motorhead garage car with Dave Dobson's face on it, we could do that.
And I do, so we need to talk afterward.
Yes.
So what's the process like then when I bring in my vehicle for you to wrap and put my face on the hood?
We try to keep it as simple as possible. Basically, when you come in, you'd bring your vehicle to us, we take all the measurements that we need, any pictures, we would discuss what you're looking for, and from there, we might even be able to do a sketch or two while you're sitting there with us. But typically, we'll sit down and we have in-house designers, and we'll work on a design and a mock-up, put it together in a nice presentation, and send it to you so that you would see what your vehicle would look like before we even start anything. Once we get everything tweaked and it looks great, then we bring you in, and it takes typically about 2 to 5 days depending on the level of wrap that we're doing.
What if I'm not in Delaware there?
We also ship out. We could work together and create the design, show you the mock-up, the same process, and then we have a network of certified installers that we trust that we can then reach out to in your local area, send them the vinyl, and then you could link up with them and have it installed at your own home.
The general public, I think, still thinks in terms of paint. How is a wrap better than a paint job?
If you're looking for a very nice paint job, you're going to spend upwards of $5,000 to $10,000, easy. When it comes to wrapping, you can still get that look that you want without breaking the bank. Typically an average wrap on a car like this is probably about $3,200 to $3,500. And you can even get into some crazy stuff with like color shift materials, and you're still not spending a ton of money versus a paint. Another benefit is, let's say you have a fleet of vehicles and you buy all white vans, but your company colors are blue and red and pink. Now we can wrap that vehicle, and then 3 years later when you go to trade it in, it's not painted and you don't see your vehicle running down the road with the colors. We peel it off and it's just back to normal. A plain white van, easier to sell, easier to trade in, and it also protects the vehicle underneath. Now, it's not going to stop a rock from coming through, but it will help protect those little ones that pop up on the road.
And if you do get some damage to one of the quarter panels, you just pull that part of the wrap off and you can put it back on and repair it that way.
And that's also a benefit too. You don't want to have to paint and have to blend it in and try to get that exact color. We have everything on file. If we wanted to reprint this corner panel, we could literally just bring up that corner panel on our system and reprint.
When we started out, I mentioned that you guys are going above and beyond at Full Throttle, and that includes augmented reality. How are you using that with some of your wrap designs?
Yes, so we are one of the very few companies in the world that is implementing augmented reality into our wraps and graphics. This one in particular has a really cool feature where you scan the QR code on the hood and a zombie will rip the car hood open and reach out at you and roar. That's something that's kind of fun and personalized for this particular vehicle, but we're implementing it also into commercial vehicles. With the lettering and the wraps and stuff like that, you want to engage in your client and really get them to feel the brand. So as soon as you can interact with them, that's something as simple as a game, a pest control company that has bugs crawling over it, and you pop the bugs and get points. You're engaging with your client, and they're going to be remembering you the next time that they want to actually get some pest control done.
Full Throttle wraps can do everything from mild to wild, like he said. They can also do all your marketing materials and signage as well. And if you want to get my face on the hood, they can do that too. Check them out at fullthrottlerapps.com. And you can check out more Motorhead Garage presented by NHOU Protective Coatings when we come back.